All right, guys, I know it's exciting, and we're definitely going to talk about the Bitcoin pump to 64K, coming back to 58, and then re-pumping to about 61.2 right now. But we got to talk about Vechain because not only are they launching two new tokens, but they are actually doing an airdrop as well. So this is what they announced at the conference. Now, like these are more long-term things. I don't think they'll pump up the price of VeChain immediately, obviously, but they are really trying to spruce up their ecosystem now, which I'm happy with. However, there is going to be a bit of buy the rumor, sell the news because of the VeChain conference. But as long as Bitcoin stays high, I think we're going to end the week over 5 cents for VET. And also, like, it's not like the other crypto tokens have like soared because of the Bitcoin pump. I think overall, generally, like, altcoins are in kind of a state of shock on the Bitcoin mega pump, but if Bitcoin holds its price above 60K, I can see a really big pump for altcoins in the upcoming couple of days or maybe a couple of weeks. It's gonna lag behind Bitcoin by a little bit. But anyways, VeChain is going to launch VBetterDAO, which is kind of like an ecosystem booster for VeChain. Hopefully this gets it more liquidity. And they're also going to launch two new tokens called B3TR and VOT3. VBetterDAO is built to become the enabler of cross-industry sustainability dApp ecosystem, driving adoption of Web3 tech across enterprise and individuals with our X2 Earn strategy, Engage, Earn, Prosper. VBetterDAO is the evolution of our Web3 for Better whitepaper, launched last year in collaboration with BCG and sees VeChain begin a new phase in driving the mass adoption of blockchain technology. To kick off the testnet launch of VBetterDAO, we're launching a series of airdrop campaigns to get B3TR tokens in your hands, allowing you to engage with the platform, enjoying the new journey. All earned tokens will be translated mainnet one-to-one. This is directly from their Twitter. And of course, we're going to look at the main page for the airdrop, announcing the launch of VBetterDAO, the evolution of Web3 for Better plus B3TR token airdrops. Here's when, how, blah, blah, blah. After many long nights of ideation, discussion, and development with our technical team and enterprise partners, we're excited to announce the launch of a major new addition with the VeChain to our ecosystem, the VBetterDAO. The VBetterDAO is built to become the Web3's breakthrough moment, the foundation of cross-sector sustainability dApp ecosystem that engages, incentivizes, and rewards user activity, onboarding enterprise and individual actors for good causes and novel dApps. So this is incentivizing people to build more dApps, which obviously is good for the ecosystem. Sustainability is a vast field. The UN outlines 17 areas for economic, social, and environmental development under its sustainability development goals. For enterprise, there's a regulatory imperative to build sustainability practices into the core of their operations. These two waves are colliding to create a perfect opportunity for VeChain. Our aim is to reach 1 million active daily users within the next few years and onboard 1 billion users by 2030. Now, the billion by 2030, kind of like far off thinking right now, but 1 million active daily users within the next few years, definitely possible. And if they do that, obviously there might actually be way more liquidity in the VeChain ecosystem. So some of those VeChain tokens like SHA Safe Haven might benefit from this. The launch of VBetterDAO marks the start of a new chapter in our sustainability journey, bringing to life the technical vision outlined in our Web3 for Better whitepaper, co-developed with Boston Consulting Group. The whitepaper details a mutual vision a mutual vision of advancing on sustainability with Web3 protocols. So even if they are actually trying to encourage sustainability apps, which is pretty cool because that's going to be a big market, I think this is going to help the DeFi system as well. Below, we explore some of the key information around the launch version of VBetterDAO, including new tokens, dApps, whitepaper, and how to get involved with the testnet. So you can download the vWorld mobile wallet because that's where all the action is happening. So essentially, like, they have a couple of phases. They're going to have the alpha testnet takeoff, pilot show beta, mainnet blitz, and go live gala. And the main go live is going to be June 30th, 2024. So plot show alpha begins right now, like today. During this time, certain elements of the platform will have gone live, and predefined quality of B3TR tokens will be made available for distribution via airdrops, testnet activity, rewards, and other social activities to seed the initial user base. And the airdrop is what I want to talk about because it actually begins right now. and to allow us to test out the platform in initial dApps over the coming months. During alpha, users will have the chance to play test various functions and get familiar with the launch version, as well as play with pilot dApps and get involved in voting rounds to earn rewards. The Go Live Gala phase introduces new features and functions, including B3TR token minting and distribution, increased maturity of Galaxy membership, tools and functionality upgrades for X2 earned dApps, automated staking platforms, automation of treasury, and governance management. So importantly, all three B3TR tokens earned during the pilot show phases will carry over the mainnet, so get active and earn those tokens. So B3TR is going to be in the incentive token, and it'll have several functions within the ecosystem. It's going to be a general incentive token for VBetterDAO, including treasury management, value carrier, and monetization mechanism for active participants in innovative enterprise models, incentive token for sustainability applications, including project support, community growth, and engagement, backing VOT3 tokens 1-to-1 and required for VBetterDAO governance. The governance token itself is VOT3, required to take part in governance events, staked to determine allocations of newly minted B3TR tokens, being redeemable 1-to-1 between B3TR and VOT3 via dedicated swap pool. So this is the airdrop cheat sheet. This is all on Vechain's Medium. To seed the initial user base, Vechain will run a series of B3TR airdrop campaigns over the coming months, ensuring wide distribution and rewarding user engagement. The airdrop is open to all and participation is highly encouraged. Beginning today, we are launching 4 airdrop channels to coincide with today's announcement. 1 million B3TR tokens will be airdropped across campaigns between February 28th and June 30th. All accrued tokens will be projected to mainnet 1-to-1 as VBetterDAO transitions to mainnet towards the end of Q2 2024. The 4 airdrop channels include joining the Discord server using the Better Connect bot, listening to the launch Twitter Space AMA on the 28th, which is today. That might already be passed. Joining the AMA Telegram channel and submitting wallet addresses. So you can definitely just join the Vechain Discord server and connect with a Better bot. Actions on tweets containing Gleam links coming from Vechain Official on X, so watch for that on X. Joining the Telegram referral program, referring friends, reward will be sent at the end of each week. So you can actually get a lot of airdrops by doing this. So hopefully this will actually spruce up the entire ecosystem, get more money in the ecosystem, maybe revitalize some old projects and help out some current projects like SHA. So this is actually very, very good for the Vechain ecosystem overall. The second thing I want to discuss, not so great, Coinbase went down again. And I think they're still kind of reviving. I mean, I was able to log on early this afternoon, but it's in like a degraded type of service. And they went down obviously because there's a massive amount of users surging in. And Coinbase, like most centralized exchanges, has a limit on the amount of activity they can do. And when there's like a giant surge in price and everyone wants to buy in, they do go down because they cannot handle it. Now, why do they just not have extra servers on hand? Because extra servers cost money, and like 95% of the time they don't need it. So the 5% of the time where it actually surges in, they kind of have kind of a breakdown. Now, some people are saying, Brian Armstrong obviously took a short, so he made Coinbase go down so he could liquidate some longs and earn money. I highly doubt that's true. I don't think Coinbase would actually risk its reputation actually doing that if they were able to get caught. And you do know that there's trackers on these big wallets of individuals, and somehow people do find out. So I doubt they would do that. This is not a surprise. Coinbase has gone down multiple times before, same as Binance and other CEXs, because they can't handle the stress. This is one area where DEXs do better. Although for the most part, the other 95% of the time, CEXs are generally a little bit faster than DEXs in terms of operation because they are centralized. But during these times, you will want to have your money on hand to get into DEXs, unless, of course, you have ERC20 tokens, because then it takes money to actually do any kind of swap on Ethereum, as long as if you're not using layer 2. So that is one of the dangers. I don't think this is like an evil plot of Coinbase, although when the market dipped from 64K was when they actually went down. And a lot of longs were liquidated, but I don't think it's because of Brian Armstrong, honestly. I think that was just people taking profits, and they took the Coinbase downtime as kind of a go ahead to liquidate their longs. We've popped up about halfway back up, and I think we'll continue to pop up in the next couple of days. I'm not really concerned. I don't really think you should be too either. And speaking about the 64K pop up, I don't think we're stopping there. I mean, we dumped to 58K and we bounced back pretty hard. We've been gaining since. I think we're going to end up at 64K tomorrow or the next day going into the weekend. And there is a very, very high possibility we will reach the all-time high. Not by the halving, but just next week. It only takes one more pump of this type to actually get us to 69K. I do think there will be a resistance at 69K. It might take us a while to get past it. On the other hand, if we get stuck here for a couple of weeks to consolidate here, I wouldn't mind it at all because with the halving so close, even if we do it in April, we're going to go way past. I do think there is a more than likely chance that we get past the all-time high by the halving date, and we'll go up even more after that. The number you want to look at is like how many Bitcoin we're mining a day versus how much BlackRock Fidelity is buying. It is like 10 times the amount we're buying. The FTX sales have stopped. The Genesis sales have basically stopped. And the overall, like the Grayscale sales altogether have basically stopped. And there's not enough Bitcoin to meet demand. That's why we're going up. This bull run, like this pre-halving is much different from the other ones. The other ones, there wasn't so much built-in demand from institutions. This time there is. That is a massive, massive difference from before. And it's not one that anyone can deny or really account for. So that's why there's a difference. There's actual like huge built-in demand. And all the TA people have basically been wrong, thinking that like we're not going to get to the halving until the all-time high after the halving. They're looking at like, no matter which one you listen to, they're looking at like Fibonacci levels they were looking at Fibonacci levels of like 53K, 57K, like all those instantly snapped in the face of massive buying pressure. Some are saying like, oh, this pump is so unhealthy. No, this pump is actually way more healthy than any other pump because it is actually being supported by actual buying pressure from both retailers and institutions via the form of the ETF. We did not have hundreds of millions of dollars of buying pressure per day in the last bull run from those things. So this is a natural pump. I don't think this is a manipulated pump because, this is like one of the after effects of the SEC taking so long to approve the ETF. We've been talking about this ETF since 2018, if you guys remember. There's been 5-6 years of pent-up demand for a Bitcoin ETF because people wanted it then. They couldn't get it until 2024. So there's like 5 or 6 years of pent-up demand for the ETF, and now the floodgates are open, and everyone is buying the ETF. That's why we're going up, not because of some like whale pump and dump. Yeah, you can say it's BlackRock, but BlackRock is buying on behalf of their customers. They have to match the customer buys 1-to-1. And honestly, the demand is much, much bigger than I originally thought. So this is not an unhealthy pump. This is a very, very healthy pump, basically springing from pent-up demand. And I think there's going to be demand for several months, if not a year or two from this, because all the analysts are projecting about $150 billion AUM from this ETF. And I think they might actually be underselling it at that point. Right now, we've only got 9 or 10 billion in. So like there's still over 90% of that money that's going to come in over the next few years. So yeah, it's not going away anytime soon. And this is not an unhealthy pump. Will it like have these retraces like 64 to 58 every once in a while? Sure, it will. There's always going to be people that's going to be selling for a little bit of profit as we go up. And, with like events like the exchanges going down. But overall, like there's nothing really stopping this train. There's not enough money to actually stop it right now. So I definitely think we are on a one-way up and we will reach an all-time high before the halving. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.